Well, hey there, guys, and welcome back to another Minecraft Let's Play video. I'm the Frogster, and this is Timeless Silence. Let's have some fun. Alrighty, guys, we are going to run on over here, jump on off the tower, and guys, we are going to head on over here to, drumroll please, the Tadpole Library. That's right, you guys, I asked you last episode what kind of name ideas could you come up with for this little area, because me and the crew here, we could not think of anything. And guys, some of you came up with some really awesome ideas. Quite a few of you voiced your opinions super fast, and we thank you guys so much. But the one viewer, as a matter of fact, the one viewer who voiced the most opinions actually ended up getting our vote. They called it the Tadpole Library, and it's Josie-R5L. If you're out there today, Josie, and you're listening, throw us your response in the comment section. We would love to see your reaction, your response, whatever the case may be, because yes, Josie-R5L, you were the one who came up with the best idea. So guys, let's go with Josie's decision and head on over to the Tadpole Library, guys. As a matter of fact, it's so great because literally we have like a little miniature library right here on the lectern, and then upstairs, whenever we do our like end of the month or beginning of the month episode where we go back and we go over everybody that's made it in the book, we're actually going to be in the library up there, and it fits so well. So once again, Josie-R5L, thank you so much for the awesome idea with the Tadpole Library. That works. So guys, let's check out who is our tadpole for today. Alrighty guys, Iconic G, and you know, I cannot explain what this is without showing you guys a picture. So just a second, let's change the screen up. Alrighty guys, this right here, this is what Iconic G gave to the channel whenever this channel was barely even a channel. It was season 1, January 24th of last year, as we're recording 2025, or yeah, last year, 2025. Literally, that's not even a year ago. I mean, we're going to be uploading this on the 17th. Yeah, so literally, this as you're watching this, if you're watching this on the upload day, we upload this video on January 17th, and this was, I think we had done. By January 24th, we had done 6 episodes. So yeah, we were still brand new and fresh, and Iconic G sent us this picture on Messenger and said, here. And we were just like, wow. So yeah, definitely our first ever, we called this fan art, because I mean, what else do you call it? I mean, this is like, of course, this is like the Frogster, Call of Duty edition, maybe. First person shooter game, sci-fi. I don't even know what you would call this, but it is like the Frogster super futuristic. So yeah, guys, we had to add Iconic G to this list because of this awesome picture. So let's get back. So yes, guys, Iconic G, a special thank you for the channel's first ever fan art, and you are now added to the Frogster Tadpoles. So, with that said, guys, let's head on over here to Chit Chat Corner. And guys, let me tell you, I am super stoked about today's episode, and it's actually because of one of you guys out there who was chatting with me not too long back ago on Messenger. We were discussing the Falling Water Lake and how it goes literally all the way down to the Void's Edge. And this viewer was mentioning, they said whenever they watched the season 1 finale and we was down there at the Void's Edge, they were looking out in the background at how the water was just straight down and stopped at the Void's Edge. And they told me that, of course, it had been quite a while since they watched any other YouTubers doing Sky Island challenges like what Tylus Islands is here. But they told me that they seem to remember when the water hit the Void's Edge, it would always kind of splash out. And they said that this map, it's an older map, and that is correct. It was actually, I think this map was like from the 2012, 13, 2014 area of Minecraft, or at least that's whenever this map had been created into the Sky Island challenge that we started with. Basically before it was all edited up to having all this fancy stuff in Tylus Islands apparel in it. But yeah, this is a very old map, and they told me that there's the chance that one of these days, whenever this map gets updated, that Falling Water Lake might splash out at the bottom, and not that it's going to cause any major problems, but it's just not going to have that nice crisp edge at the bottom anymore, and there's no telling how far out the water is going to go, because that's a lot of water going down into one spot. So I was just like, yeah, that might be something we need to look into. And this viewer point blank told me if I mentioned this in a video not to give them a shout out because they're not certain that this actually would happen, and they don't want to sound like a goof on a video on YouTube. So we're just going to leave them anonymous for right now, and if they end up wanting to say something out there in the comment section, we'll leave it to them, and I'll just simply do a Frogster approves, yeah, this was the individual, if they say anything. But nevertheless, guys, we're going to be going down there. I have no clue what we're going to be doing today. I've gathered up a bunch of stuff and put it into the supply box, and we're just going to be winging it today because I have an idea, but I'm not 100% certain. So with all of that said, let's go say hey to Henry, grab ourselves some pizza, some pine cola, and then let's head over to Falling Water Lake and see what we can do about creating some sort of barrier to prevent it from just exploding one day down there at the Void's Edge. Alrighty, guys, I just, forgive me, it's just I don't know how to better explain things than that, guys, because literally, I down there, it might just go sploosh one day, and yeah, this viewer seemed quite concerned. So I figured, you know what, yeah, let's go see what we can do, and maybe if that update ever occurs, we'll be ready for it. You know, I got no idea. But yeah, alrighty, guys, so sorry, I'm just not, my brain is just, it's all over the place. Hashtag scatterbrain frogster, right on, guys. Alrighty, well, let's head on in here. Well, hey there, Henry, buddy, how are you doing today, and what have you got to say today, buddy? Well, hey, Frogster, welcome back to Four Frogs Pizza. My dad told me you were really working hard to figure out how to grow your new trees between episodes. Alrighty, yeah. And see, this is the reason why whenever you have a father and a son on your map, and they're spaced out in two different areas, chatter goes through the grapevine so fast around here. I didn't even know Dusty was paying attention to me in between episodes. But yeah, guys, Henry, buddy, I'm just going to explain it to you rather than explain it to everybody because you're the one that asked. Okay. Basically, last episode, we went and we bridged out into the nether, and we found the Crimson Biome Island. And on this island, there was the Crimson Fungus, the Crimson Roots, I think they were called. There was the crimson nylium, which is like some special kind of what I originally thought was some special kind of nether dirt, and I found out real quickly it's not. And then there was those red twisty vines. I think they're called the weeping vines. I think that's what they're called. But yeah, there was a whole bunch of stuff in there. I think there was some magma blocks, and I think I've said everything that was there. But yeah, we went over there, and well, I scooped up the crimson fungus and one stack of the crimson nylium just originally, and then basically, me and the viewers, we ended up calling the episode wraps and did the outro, and then recording stopped, and then right after the recording stopped, I finished building up that bridgeway and everything that we had done to bridge out to this island, and then I came back over here into this world and started trying to figure out what this crimson nylium and crimson fungus was all about. And I was just like, well, I wonder if these are mushrooms, if I can put it down on the crimson nylium and it might start expanding and growing. Well, I put it down, and it didn't do anything. It didn't grow up, it didn't expand, it didn't multiply, it didn't anything. So then I was just like, okay, well, I was talking with Smo Waffles, and Smo Waffles told me I was going to need a whole bunch of bone meal. So I hit it with bone meal, and then all of a sudden, that tree that was also on the island just poof, popped up. And I was just like, holy cow. And this tree had, I think they were called fungi lights or fungus lights or whatever, or shroom lights. Yeah, they were called shroom lights. And similar to glowstone, except not glowstone. And then they had all this, the crimson wood and all of this stuff. So then I was just like, well, holy cow. So I chopped it all down, and I got ready to grow another one. But the crimson nylium was no longer crimson nylium anymore. It was just a piece of netherrack there. So then I spent hours trying to figure out just how everything worked. And the long and the short of it is, I ended up using way more stuff than I had planned on using. And it forced me to actually build the farm rather than just simply have like a small little area that I was planning on tearing back down. Because I only did like a small little square area to try to figure things out with, built off the end of the tree farm to so that we could have an episode doing it. But then by the time it was all over with, there was no way I didn't have silk touch, and the only way to turn the netherrack back into the crimson nylium was to have crimson nylium inside the netherrack and hit the netherrack with the bone meal. So buddy, it was a headache, but I ended up getting it all figured out. So that was a good thing. We have another set of, well, they're not technically called trees, they're called the huge crimson fungi, but then of course you get the crimson wood from this fungi. So we have another set of fungi trees over there in the tree farm, buddy. So sorry guys, I didn't mean to get off on a tangent, but I was not expecting him to speak of that. And to be completely honest with you guys, yeah, I was really confused as to how everything goes. And I don't go and look up all these YouTube tutorials and how-to videos and everything all the time. I like to try to figure stuff out on my own. So I spent a bunch of time figuring everything out. We'll have to go over there and we'll have to check that out in another episode, though, because this episode we're going to be working on the Fallen Water Lake. And so Henry, what else have you got to say there, buddy? Well, I'm glad you figured it out. Will you be showing that off? See, there you go, guys. Once again, I actually said too much too fast. I had no clue what was written in this book. I'm sorry, guys. That and I'm also sorry to you, Henry. I kind of cut you off and you didn't have a chance to ask all your questions there, buddy. I do apologize, Henry. Oh, okay. That sounds like fun. Yeah, we're going to be working on the Fallen Water Lake today. Well, hope y'all enjoyed today's episode. #What's changed. Well, guys, there you go. The Frogster literally had a complete goof no editing was done because we don't edit on this channel. The only thing that we do is pause and then insert photos, start the recording back, chit chat over the photos, or just simply pause, do a bunch of work behind the scenes, and then come back and start the recording again, guys. So that was certainly not planned, but hey, you know what, that right there just goes to prove what we say here is the truth. So guys, let's head on over and say later to Henry. We'll chat with you later, buddy. Let's head on over and grab ourselves some pizza and some pine cola. And you know what? We are starting to run low. Yeah, we are actually starting to run low on this. I'm gonna have to, in between episodes, collect a whole bunch of cobblestone just simply so we can go over there to the Knitwood Exchange. And then, you know, when we go to the Knitwood Exchange, we might as well go say hey to the Challenge Knitwits too, because we haven't even welcomed them to season 2 yet. So holy, yeah, I completely forgot. Mario, why didn't you remind me, buddy? I mean, I realize you don't have a book, but in between episodes, I mean, you can let me know, buddy. Holy cow. Yeah, guys, I feel really bad now because the Challenge Knitwits, holy cow, we're already, this is episode 6. Yeah, so we still haven't seen them with 6 episodes plus the 2 B-rolls. So holy cow, yeah, we need to go see the Challenge Knitwits. Alright, let's go ahead and throw the payment in here. And then grab ourselves a nice deep dish cheesy pizza. And then grab ourselves a nice pine cola. And then scoop up our TC box and head on outside. And Henry, buddy, we will chat with you later. I do apologize once again. I should have read into your book a little bit further before I started talking about what we was doing today. I got off on a talking tangent and I let it slip, buddy. I do apologize. So guys, you gotta love Henry. I mean, he's just awesome. And you know what? We're gonna be working over here today, but we're gonna be working down there today. So you know what? Let's just dig in and let's just enjoy that pizza, drink this cola, and then you know what? We are going to be headed to where hopefully we can do a little bit of fixing of a problem that may or may not ever happen, but just in case kind of ordeal. And you know what? I gotta say another shout out to Josie R5L. The name for this that was just awesome. Just props to you. Holy cow, that's awesome. And you know what? We're going to be going down there, so might as well just take this with us. Although you know what? That's a half slab below down there, so I'm gonna have to sleep up here. Yeah, we're not gonna be able to sleep down there. We are going way down here. You see, I wonder. Ooh. There we go. Little sped it up a little bit there. I don't know if you guys heard it, but I certainly did in my headset. Whenever we was going through the mob grid up there, there was something growling up there. I think it was a zombie. Oh. Yeah, you know what? Maybe this. I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. What do we got in here? Okay, yeah, we're going to be needing a bunch of this today, at least for starters, so might as well just get all that we can here, because I got no clue how much of this we're going to need. And I guess we're just going to go off the corner. I'm not going to worry about centering things up, because I think we're going to do an even number down here, because that circle was an even number, and way down here at the void's edge, guys, I don't think we are going to need to worry about I forgot to figure out what the center of the circle was. Well, guys, it looks like we're going to be eyeballing it today. Yeah, I was going to, while we was up there at Four Frogs Pizza, I was going to see where the center of that lake was. But it looks like we're just going to be eyeballing it today. I can't believe I did that, guys. Hopefully I can eyeball it close enough. Let's see what comes up. Oh, we're just at the edge now. Oh, we're into the circle now. Maybe I can eyeball it via up there. I don't know. We'll see. Let's see. You know what? This right here. You know what? If we go two more, I think these two right here will be the center. If I stand right here. Yeah, that looks like the center. These two right here. Well, let's see. Let's see, guys. Holy cow. And you know what, guys? If for any reason these blocks right here start doing the whole ghost block aspect, this is literally the edge of the void, right at the bottom side of these half slabs. I would literally floop and then immediately be gone. I mean, there is no room to wait and fall and look up. I mean, I would literally go ploop and then be gone. At least I think that's the way it is. To be completely honest with you, I've never fallen from down here this far down. But logically speaking, at least I think logically speaking, do I have? Yes, I do. Yeah, I think logically speaking, that right there is like as far as you can go. I don't think, even if I was in creative mode, I don't think I would be able to go down any further than that. I think that is like the edge. Alrighty. What I'm thinking, guys, is literally we just simply wrap around this entire thing with solid blocks and then figure stuff out as we go. And then, considering we're at the edge here, let's see how good I did on figuring out center here. Okay. Oh, that. Oh. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh, be daggum, guys! I did it. Yeah. These two right here is the center blocks. Holy cow, guys! And that was just eyeballing it. Oh, wow. Guys, I super lucked out right there. And the reason why I am doing this all the way back is because we have got to come this way and we have got to go get ourselves some more of these cobblestone. You know what? I'm just going to take the whole thing with us this time here. Because we have ourselves a little bit of a path now. You know what? I'm gonna do this all the way back to give us a little bit more walking path. And I'm doing this simply because, like I was telling you guys just a little bit ago, this is the void's edge, guys. There is no there's no time for us if we fall. I mean, we are gone. and I don't want to have a chance at losing everything, especially now that I've got the supply box on me. I want to have a wide enough path where, unless I'm just not paying attention, I'm not going to just have a chance at falling off. You know what? Oh, no, that wasn't good. I'm glad we got that back there. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put you here, and I'm gonna put you here. I'm gonna light this area up, because if Smo Waffles has taught me anything, especially in the comment section, along with going to Smo Waffles' realm, lighting things up is a very good thing. So yeah, we are going to wrap this circle around. We're going to light it up as we go. And you know what? We're going to put you right. I'm going to put you right here. And we have a bunch of these half slabs. And then I'm going to get some more of this. I don't know how much we're going to need, but that should be enough. And guys, we're just going to start running around here. And I guess I'm going to have to do extra, because I want to make this a solid thing so that I don't have to worry about going back and forth between the half slabs and the solid blocks. And I'm just literally, guys, I'm just tracing this water. And I remember this area right here is where we're going to need another one of the lights. So as soon as I get over to here, I'm going to have to go back and find out where the center is. Alright, so this is 1, 2. So this is 2. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so yeah, this right here. We want to have the light there. Okay. And you know what? Considering we are I'm gonna put it right here in the water. I'm just gonna leave it like we did to begin with, at least for right now. We can change that later. 3, then we got 1, 2, then we've got 1, 2, and then we have 1, 2, and then 3. This will be the middle one here. And then we have 4, and we have 5, and then we're back onto the 2. And then over here to the 3. And then, because of the fact it is dark, we will just light this up as we go now. Because the last thing I need is a mob spawning down here and knocking me into the abyss. I thought I saw spider eyes over there for a second there, guys. I am seeing things. I literally thought I saw a little red dot over there. Holy cow. And it's a great thing that nothing is spawning in here. And you know what? I was talking with another one of you viewers. And you viewers were saying that you think that the squid that spawned in there for the short period of time was nothing more than a game glitch because they haven't spawned back in since. And you said the reason why they're not spawning is because there's no bottom and because this is all a single water source from way up there all the way down here. It's not like individual water sources. So I'm gonna have to do some thinking on if we can do anything at all or not about possibly turning this into an actual, like some sort of spawnable water area for the squid at least. Because yeah, we will definitely need more of those squid to be spawning in the future for the ink sacs. Because I don't know of any other way that we can get the black ink sacs to make our book and quill and or to make our black dye. Alrighty guys, I looked at the recording time. We have already hit the 30-minute mark. So what I want to do, I'm going to finish this ring right here going around, and then I'm going to finish this ring, and then I'm going to pause it, and I am going to, and guys, that right there was the frogster croaking yet again, and I fell much further down than I thought I was going to fall. So, well, let's let's come up here and let's see if we have any backup stuff up here. Alrighty, well, was not expecting that. I don't know how I fell. Guys, I literally, as I was talking about game glitches, I literally think the game just glitched out on us because I was crouched. Alright, so got that, I got that. Let's see what we need. This here. Let's see. You know what? This right here is going to be here. And it's looking like we're going to need to take some stuff out of here because we definitely had quite a bit of stuff we just lost right there. And then torches. Definitely going to need to make some torches here. And see, guys, this is just as real as it gets. I was up at like 70 XP too, guys. Holy cow. Alright, we got our 64. Holy cow, guys. I cannot believe. I cannot believe that we just did that. Well, I was literally just talking about how the time was ticking away. You know what? Just simply because. I mean, what else do we have to lose? Blame it on the dark. Yeah, it was because I was in the dark and I didn't have good light that I didn't see the fact that somehow or another my character uncrouched. Ooh. I am so glad though, guys, that I didn't have too much super good stuff on me there, because otherwise I would have been in tears. The very first thing I thought was, did I just lose the supply box? But no, we are good with the supply box. And let's see, this goes here, this goes here, and this goes here. And now I guess we're going to need to make ourselves a crafting table. A crafting table, there we go. Put you there. This you there. And then, all right, now I got that set up. Okay. Well, guys, let's try this again. I can't believe it, guys. I have no idea. I wasn't even on half slabs. I was on a solid block, guys. And all 70 XP just gone, just like that, guys. Holy cow. But we did find out one thing. You do fall past the void's edge whenever you croak. Holy cow, I cannot believe it, guys. I literally cannot believe it. Wowzers. I think whenever I might have splashed in the water, and if I splash in the water, that's what uncrouches me. I think that was the case. Just going back and trying to figure this out as to how that just happened. I seem to remember hearing myself go sploosh in the water. I seem to remember that. And we was literally, holy cow, we was literally right there, guys. Wowzers. Alrighty. Welp. Come on around here. 2, 2, 1, 2, and 3 there. And then come on around here. And guys, just like that, we are back around here. So, because now it is 38 minutes, I'm going to pause everything, and I'm going to do a 3-path wide area all the way around this, and then I'll be back with you guys to show you guys what we ended up doing. And then next episode, it's looking like we're going to be right back here, because as we were working on this, my mind started compiling a bunch of ideas. So let me pause this, get this path built, and I'll be right back with you guys. Just a moment. Alrighty, guys, I am literally finishing. Well, I said I was finishing everything up, and I put the wrong piece down here. We are literally, I do believe. Let's see, did I have this center here? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wow, I centered it up. Holy cow! Yeah, but we are finishing up this edge here, guys. It was very, very aggravating getting this walkway done, because I did not have my circles and everything calculated out, and I'd done this all by eye. So I certainly hope that this right here ends up looking good. And yeah, I know we're going backwards compared to the way we were going before, but that's the way I chose to go now. We're not going clockwise. Let's see. Yeah, we're going clockwise. I tell you what, guys, after falling here this episode, I am really nervous about this edge. Because even though I am crouched, I do not have the ability to save myself at all from the game glitching. Or it might have been me stepping into the water. I'm pretty certain that was the case. I don't think that was a game glitch. Honestly, I seem to remember hearing that sploosh sound like I was in the water. But that's even more of a reason, guys, for me to have wanted to build this little walkway around here. And that's the reason why I ended up making it 3 wide rather than 2 wide. Is because I want to make certain I have plenty of path. And if that water ever blooshes over, it'll fall into here, but then it won't be able to go out here. That's another thing. I was considering to have like a double edge, to have kind of something to prevent it from getting too far out of hand, even if it does end up coming over the edge of this. Have something to kind of slow it down and stop it. This ended up being a bigger path than I was imagining. That's kind of the reason why, to begin with, I wasn't really all that concerned about, just going slow and steady and building with you guys. The fact that I had to do that pause, that was just like, that blew me away. I was not in any way, form, or fashion expecting that. So that just goes to show you guys just how much of this episode was planned. Absolutely none of it. And see, that's what makes it so fun, guys. You have all these YouTubers out there that's planning everything down to what you say and when, like it's a Hollywood movie theater type of scenario. It's like, oh, you have to say it this way, and we're going to keep recording until it's perfect, and da 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 da. But you know what, guys? When you just simply do the just keep it simple. And don't try to have everything just like picture perfect, I guess you would call it. That's where you really have your fun, and it's unreal, just how much fun you can have. And like whenever we fell off, I mean, I certainly wasn't planning on that. I certainly wasn't hoping for that, because guys, it took me a lot of time in the mob grid and in the tree farm and getting the bone mill, should I say, and then all that leather from the cows I've been collecting has been helping me with XP, and then fighting the nether mobs and the nether grid. I mean, guys, I am literally at 0 XP now. So it's going to take me a while to get back up to 70 again, because, guys, I'm not just simply hanging out at the mob grid anymore, because we have way more stuff to do now on this map than just the mob grid like it was at the basically last year. I mean, holy cow, it's unreal to be saying this time last year all we had was the main island and a bridge to the Knitwood area, and I think if I'm not mistaken, we this time last year we were getting ready to take on the next Nitwit challenge, and then after that we were going to island expansion. So guys, it's unreal. A year ago we didn't have any of that up there hardly built. I mean, we had the main island started and one path going over to the Nitwit area, and then I think we might have had a start on this, but I don't even think we'd even started on the original Four Frogs Pizza. But guys, with all of that said, the sun is going down. We have got this area set up and started. And guys, now I have all these different ideas and plans and all sorts of stuff going around inside of my head. I think we're going to make this a multi-episode type of build, because now, guys, I just have amazing ideas. So guys, I just want to say thank you guys so much for sticking around and checking out another episode of Tideless Island. A special thank you to all of you guys, every single one of you out there who is viewing these videos and showing your support with the comments, the likes, the shares, subscribing to the channel. We're now at 119 subscribers. It seems like every single episode that we put out this year, we are getting one more subscriber, guys. And that is just, I know we are still super, super small and the channel is still super, super young, but guys, you guys showing us that we are still doing a good job with all the likes, all the views, the comments, the shares, and the subscriptions, guys. That keeps us pushing forward to doing better for you guys. So on a serious note, a special thank you to every single one of you out there. So guys, I'll see you guys next time. This is the Frogster, and I'm out. Later, guys.